SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.
The 2022 GUAM Badminton Invitational was held at the GUAM Badminton Sports Center on Bellow Road. 30 competitors registered for the event, which also included a novice category for our local badminton athletes new to the sport. The GUAM Badminton Federation hosted an exhibition match between Team GUAM and Team NMI to kick off the tournament. Both teams have been busy preparing for the upcoming Pacific Mini Games, and the competition served as a great opportunity to test each team's readiness for competition. The three-day event saw GUAM's CJ Estepona win the men's singles competition. Estepona also took home the doubles event with teammate John Conducto. Islanders and GECKOS on the mats at the JFK Gym. 184-pound matchup between GW's Miguel Cholome and JFK's Elijah Rosero. Rosero and Cholome racked up points against one another going into the third period. Elijah led 12-10 before reversing the action and taking the match via pin. The 184-pound wrestler also represents JFK in the 220-pound weight class. Rosero's win puts him at 4-1 on the season. GW Zhang Leon Guerrero took on JFK's Malcolm Lim in the 145-pound weight class. Leon Guerrero secured a takedown for the lead in the second period. Lim was also able to secure 2 points off a takedown in the third. Zhang scored 4 points in the final period for the win. He's now 1-1 on the season. Islanders team captain Keenan Tyron hit the mat at 160 pounds. Tyron faced Ethan Lyman. Tyron was all over Lyman, forcing the action. Keenan scored points off a couple of takedowns and near pins. Lyman fought hard, taking the match into the last period. Tyron led by double digits before securing the late pin. Keenan Tyron stays undefeated on the season at 3-0. UOG took on Micro Friends in a battle of unbeatens in the Love and Basketball tournament. Both squads 2-0, playing for a chance to advance to the championship game. UOG jumped ahead 11-4 in the opening minutes. Another turnover here leads to another quick transition basket. Dion D. Blackman led UOG with 22 points. The team finished in third place with a 2-2 record. Micro Friends took the game 57-51 to advance to the championship. The Tritons went on to lose to Team Foe 54-50 in the losers bracket to get eliminated. Micro Friends won the tournament after defeating Foe in the finals. Special Olympics GUAM has started their badminton practices Tuesdays and Thursdays from 5:30 to 7 p.m. at the GUAM Badminton Sports Center.
He's a professional world-class badminton player and also a coach. He's out here to teach the basic fundamentals. He's worked with children and adults with intellectual disabilities, as well as unified partners. And he's out here to offer his experience, his knowledge on how to train our athletes, our unified partners, and he'll be out here for the next 3 weeks. We're inviting all our parents of our past athletes to please bring your child out here to this beautiful gym here. We've started the 2022 season with the badminton event, and we'd like to see your kids come out, your children, adults as well, to come out and participate in this event.
Ukadu on the road taking on JFK and girls high school basketball. Aaron Molds with the pass to Ariel Anderson for the long two. Bulldogs up 12-8 after the first quarter. Islanders scored 2 quick baskets to take the lead 13-12. Hannah Gogli hit for 9 points. The home team went on a run to close out the quarter, leading 23-17. Ukadu's Jocelyn Boya had a big third quarter, putting up 7 points. The Islanders scored 8 in the third, 4 of those coming from Jada Hahn. Hahn with the pass to Gogui, out to Layla Smart for the corner 3. Smart hit for 8 points. Jasmine Sampson had a team-high 14 for the Bulldogs. JFK was in the bonus with 4:18 to play in regulation. Cassandra Quito with the assist from Han. Banks open Leighton up to Tuman. Islanders picked up the home win 44-43. Han with the rebound off the Gogui miss. Jada sunk 2 crucial free throws with 9 seconds left in the game for the 44-41 lead. Ukadu had a chance to tie the game and send it into overtime. Jasmine Sampson hits the shot at the buzzer, but was just inside the three-point line for the deep 2. The game ends in JFK's favor, 44-43. Bill Kenya, who's currently stationed in Las Vegas, graduated from Southern High in 2014, where he played baseball for the Dolphins. Most recently pitching for the Guns in Japan during the height of the pandemic back in 2020. Tell us about the league that you played in while you were stationed in Japan.
So the league in Okinawa was a Class C league. That's what they called it. And it consisted of 8 to 9 teams, I believe. So somewhere around there. And I'll tell you what, the baseball players there are very good, very disciplined, very patient, and very respectful.
How were you able to get involved in a league that was primarily based with all local people from Okinawa?
It started with one of these security contractors who was also Okinawan. He was stationed aboard Kadena Air Force Base, and his name was Hiro. So he was a friend of my cousin, and my cousin introduced me to him. So I talked to him about baseball, how I wanted to play and experience playing with in a foreign country. So he offered to provide me a tryout in front of his team. So especially for half of the team that wasn't there, he videoed me and sent it to the team to ensure that, you know, this is what they wanted. And right away they responded back saying, yes, we want him. So I think it was about maybe a couple months later is when I started playing with them, not fully, because they were still filling me out, but I was officially on the team maybe after my 3rd game.
How was it playing baseball during the height of the pandemic? A lot of restrictions and not really understanding the language barrier with your teammates.
So with the height of the pandemic, it was actually pretty weird because the places that we played in, I would say it was pretty cool. You wouldn't think that there would be a baseball in that location, a baseball field, until they sent you the location. You drove up and there was actually a full-size baseball field. Now with the language barrier, I was lucky enough to have at least 1 or 2 teammates that actually spoke good English.
You were playing regular baseball and Junko baseball. So as a pitcher, it was quite challenging for you because on certain pitches, you had to handle the ball a certain way.
Yes, and with the Junko ball, it seems slightly smaller. So with your release points on the ball, you have to really you have to feel that seam on the ball. It's not like a regular baseball where you can feel the seams on the ball. With Junko, it's slightly smoother. So if your hands are sweaty, you have to really grip that ball in order to throw what pitch you want it to throw.
Talk about just a little bit of what the award in detail was, as far as, like you said, strikeouts, leader, or what was it exactly?
So with that pitching award, after every season, it's a tradition in Okinawa. Maybe I can't really speak for all of Japan, but I know in Okinawa that was a tradition at the end of the season. One pitcher out of the whole league will get an award for however many strikeouts they had, like whoever had the highest. And I think I topped out at I think I had like close to 45, if I might say, close to 45 strikeouts. So yeah, but it took a lot of patience with the ball and learning how to throw that ball.
Anybody out there you want to thank before I let you go?
Of course, I would like to thank my family. You know, first and foremost, coming from humble beginnings with my baseball family growing up, the Kenya side. The Kenya side was very big on baseball up to this day. Even my Tyrant side, my mom's side. My grandfather was actually in the Air Force. He played in the Air Force team, and there was one award that I will never forget. It was on the wall of my grandfather's house. It was called the Ironman Award, and with that award, that came a lot of patience and a lot of hard work. So that I remember asking my grandfather, what was that award about? And he said, one day you'll figure it out. But I haven't got to that level yet. I mean, being selected to the military all-star team is actually pretty nice to do. But with my grandfather saying that I'll experience it, I think it's just right now I'm just starting off. I haven't really felt what he felt yet.
SportsLink is brought to you by Mariana's Irrigation and Landscape.